Now at 6 on Queen City News, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper has slammed the brakes on a bill that would make local sheriffs cooperate with federal immigration and customs agents. Good afternoon, I'm Brian Blakely.
And good evening, I'm Alicia Barnes. While immigration activists right now are celebrating, many Republicans are hoping for another shot at getting it passed. Now, Chief Political Correspondent Emma Withrow joining us live tonight from the Sheriff's Office. Emma, with what could come next?
Well, so guys, Republicans who wrote this bill say they did so because of sheriff's offices like ours here in Mecklenburg County who have refused to comply with ICE. So now Republicans on the state and federal level are outraged that a bill that they say was common sense got vetoed by our governor. Take a listen to what I found out today.
Okay, so before we get into who said what, let's break down what Senate Bill 101 actually aimed to do. It would have required sheriff's offices to notify ICE when they charged someone with a violent crime or high-level felony if they couldn't verify that person was a U.S. citizen. Senator Thom Tillis says the habit of releasing undocumented immigrants who are charged with a violent crime rather than turning them over to ICE has become all too common.
There have been examples of people held in North Carolina in custody in North Carolina with local authorities that have been released and committed additional crimes.
Although it's common for local sheriff's offices to comply with ICE, counties like Mecklenburg and Wake have made it clear they won't. In a statement, Sheriff McFadden applauded Cooper's veto, saying SB 101 would have removed sheriff's authority to make their own decisions on behalf of their constituents.
It would remove the authority of a Mecklenburg County law enforcement agency from saying that someone who was charged with rape and child offenses cannot be released back into the community.
But Hector Vaca, immigrant justice advocate with Action NC, says this law would have caused more bad than good.
This is a racist law that was being introduced. So we're thankful that Governor Cooper did the right thing and vetoed it.
Vaca feels it would have increased racial profiling and mistrust of law enforcement among immigrant communities.
If the sheriff feels that the person, or the sheriff's deputy feels that the person might be in the country undocumented, or if they were even an immigrant, they would have cause to investigate and then turn that person over to ICE.
But Tillis says many people are missing the mark of this bill.
If we're talking about someone here who is in custody for a misdemeanor or a nonviolent crime, we can have a discussion about whether or not they should be deported. But we cannot have a discussion, in my mind, of anyone who is in this country illegally who has committed a violent crime. And that's what this is about.
So, Emma, now what? What comes next?
And is there a chance that Republican lawmakers could oust the governor's decision?
There's a chance, but it's definitely a slim chance. Republicans in the General Assembly are going to try to rework this bill and hopefully garner some support from the other side of the aisle to override that Cooper veto. But like I said, it's pretty slim that any Democrats would vote for this. Now, on the other side, Senator Thom Tillis said federally he hopes to introduce a bill that would basically say for any local law enforcement agencies, if you're not going to work with the federal law enforcement agencies like ICE, then you're not going to get those federal grants from the federal government. So he would definitely be putting his money where his mouth is with that one. We'll just have to see what comes next. But for now, reporting live right next to the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office, Emma Withrow, Queen City News.
All right, Emma, thanks for breaking it all down for us tonight.